Hello, lovelies. Have some more free time to do a video for you guys. Today we are going to be talking and drawing hibernating animals because it's getting really cold outside. I'm sure that there are already a lot of animals that are already hibernating. But we're going to talk about some of the animals that live specifically around here that hibernate in the winter, or, as close as we can call hibernating. I'll explain later. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do, get your paper, get your pencil. Sorry for this weird angle. It's the only way that my webcam works. It's on a cup. But it works, so we're just gonna keep rolling with it, man. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do today, let's start off with one of my personal favorites. To be honest, a lot of these are my personal favorites. A snail. So snails, some of them don't hibernate if they live in a warm enough area. Most do, and they'll make like a little slime door at the front of their shell to keep the cold out, and then they'll just sit in there and they'll sleep until spring. They usually go under a log or in between some rocks, somewhere where they can't get stepped on and they're a little bit shielded from the snow and everything. So first we're going to start with a circle. Nice easy circle. So down here towards the bottom half of the circle, you're just going to do a little line out like that, and we're just going to draw a little lip, and that's going to come down and that's going to join the rest of your circle around here, like that. And then we'll erase this part right here because this is going to be our shell. So, and then what you want to do is towards the bottom right here, you're going to come up and you're going to go into a swirl. Now, not all snail shells are swirls. There are some that look like this. There are some that are just honestly more rounded. Some of them are really intense spirals, but we're going to go with a simple shell today. So, once you have your shell done, you're going to come up to this lip right here, and we're going to make a big line that goes up like that, like that. And then we're going to do this. That's going to make the first eye sock. Whoop. You don't want to do a little bend down here too. And then come up. And then we're going to do the second eye stalk. This is the little snail's eyes. Like that. And they're cool because they can just suck them back into their head if they need to, if something's scaring them. And then we're going to do a little whoop. Whoop. These are the little feelers. They're like little extra sniffers and stuff to help them get a grasp of what's going on. So there we go. So after you're done the second little feeler, you're going to come down. Ooh, like that. And then they're little ruffled right here, and then you're going to go whoop to connect them back into the shell like that. It's a very tall snail, but that's okay. You'll still see some snails out right now because it's cold, but it's not super, super cold yet. And they like to eat the dead leaves and stuff fall. But then probably most of them are starting to head into their little houses. I wonder what it feels like to be stuck in a shell for so long. I wonder if it's cozy in there. Okay, there we go. Snail. Okay, so the next critter that we're gonna do is one of my all-time personal favorites, and I know I said all of these are my favorite, and I'm sticking by that statement, is a honeybee. Not bumblebees, because I turned out I was doing research for this video, and I was gonna do bumblebees, and apparently they don't really hibernate for the winter. Only the queens do. The rest of the colony dies off in the winter, which is depressing. So I'm gonna do honeybees instead, because I know that they hibernate. Now, honeybees are really, really fun to draw. So we're gonna start with just a big circle right here. You're gonna put a smaller circle. Now make these faint, because they're not gonna be super light. And then you're gonna do a big, big fat circle. So it should go circle, bigger circle, and this one kind of goes over the other circle, and then smaller circle. So it should look something like that. Now, you're gonna erase where the circles kind of overlap, like that. You're going to draw another big circle in the first one up here, because that's going to be the eye. And we're going to do not super accurate bee, but a very cute bee. Because I like drawing cute bees. I think they're fun. Here we go. Big old eye. Now, the fun part about drawing honeybees is that they're super fluffy, right? So I just make them fluffy. So you just make little spikes everywhere like that. And I do that along the outside of all of our circles. Whoop, whoop. And you don't have to get too technical with it. I'm just having fun making fluffs. Fluffs are really fun to make for me. So fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. There we go. That's a very fuzzy bee. And bees are very, very fuzzy. Now, don't try this at home, but when I was a kid, I used to pet bumblebees because I thought they looked so soft. And they are pretty soft, but, you know, you don't want to bother bees too much. They're just doing their thing. They're having a good time. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw little antennas right up here. There we go. There's their cute little antennas, and then I'm going to put their little straw mouth. Ooh, it's a little curly. It's like butterflies. They have this. Whoops, knocked my cup. They stick it in there so they can get the nectar out. Okay. Can't forget the wings. You're going to go from the top right here, back of the head. Draw a big oval down. Draw two. And put little lines. Sometimes I'll get fancy and I'll do these little lines. Bees' wings are extremely intricate, but that's a little too much detail that I don't want to put in right now, so we're not going to. And so, now that you've done that, you're going to draw the legs. And the legs, I honestly just kind of do... They're a little bit fuzzy at the top, but they're black. Like that. And since they're insects, they have 6 legs. 3 on each side. Now I'll just give it a little indication that they have that the legs are on the other side. You don't want to draw the whole thing. Now the back leg, the abdomen's too big. So you won't be able to see the other legs in the back. Maybe a little tiny hint of one right there. See? Not too much though. Honeybees, so of course they store honey during the year, and that's what they keep enough to have them go through the winter and feed the little ones. But they do a really, really cool thing. At least I think it's cool. They swarm into a big ball in the winter to keep everyone warm. And they keep the queen in the middle. And the babies. So the queen and the babies are in the middle, and then it has all the bees around. And throughout the winter, when the outside layer gets too cold, they'll move inside, move through the circle towards the inside, and then the warmer ones come outside. So it's constantly rotating bees. So they're always warm, and everyone's always warm, and they just kind of basically do a giant cuddle puddle for all of winter until spring. I think that's so cute. Okay, here we go. Here's our super, super adorable bumblebee. Or not a bumblebee, excuse me, honeybee. It is fluffy like a bumblebee, but bumblebees are chunky. They're a little bit chubbier than that. Maybe another time we'll draw a bumblebee. But yeah, so here's our honeybee. I keep hitting the wire for my webcam. It's like right here. Okay, so let's see. What else do we want to draw? Let's do bats. Okay, so for bats, you're going to start off with a long oval like this. Or you can make a little bit shorter. Honestly, it's up to you how you want to make your bat. Do it light, because we're going to be erasing some of it. Now at the top of your oval right here, you're going to want 2 big triangles. Some bats have really big ears. Some bats don't. It really depends on the bat. Some bats also have giant noses. Some don't. Here we go. So here you go. Here's the top of your bat to start with. And I'm going to just erase some of my lines. Fix other ones. You can do whatever you want. This is just how I'm choosing to fix my drawing. There's no right way or wrong way. There we go. So there's the top of your bat head. Next, we're going to make a really happy bat, because I'm all for happy bats. So I'm going to just draw 2 happy little eyes, like he's a smiling bat. He's a happy little bat. And then I'm going to put a little tiny nose right here. Some bats have really big noses. I want to draw a bat with a small nose today. And then you're going to do swoop, swoop, like that. And you can keep it this way if you want. You can have the mouth open. I actually like how this looks. I originally drew it with its mouth open, but I think this looks really cute, so I might keep it like that. And then I'm just going to draw 2 little fangs. Now, not all bats have fangs. Some just eat fruit and stuff, so they don't have a lot of like sharp teeth. But then there's also vampire bats. Vampire bats do not suck people's blood. They like suck cow's blood, I guess, and like sheep and stuff. And it's not like a lot. They just make like a little cut, and they just like eat off that. Those are vampire bats. But those are only one species of bats. Most bats eat fruit or bugs. Okay, so there's our little smiling bat. Now let's go down here, and we're going to do the legs. I just do messed up a little. That's okay. Go down to the bottom and put 2 little lines sticking out like this. Those are going to be the feet. Now for the feet, I just do claw, 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 like that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Super simple. Again, don't worry if yours don't look like mine. That's okay. We all have different ways of drawing. We all have different ways of expressing ourselves. So don't fret. This is just for funsies. Okay. So here we go. There's my little feetsies of my bat. And now, oh, you know what actually I'm going to do that's really fun. That's just kind of ad lib. I'm going to add a little fuzzy right here. Little fuzzy right on his tummy, so you know that his tummy's fuzzy. That's cute. Okay. So now the wings. So the wings, oh my gosh, I am having problems with my setup here today, people. I'm just telling you that right now. So the wings, you're going to go on either side, and you're going to make big up, kind of like big C, like that. Whoop, 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 whoop. See, like that. There you go. Don't worry if they're even or not. It's totally cool. Now you're going to go to the top of those that you made, and you're going to come down like that. Ta-da! Okay, now you come down, you're going to go to this point down here, do a little, like, half rainbow, like that. And don't go all the way in, because we're going to make another one. We're going to make 3 total. 3 little loops like that. See? Bat wings. And then if you want to add some extra detail, you can start at the top of your wing right here and just make lines. Those are the membranes that connect, like little filaments that make the wings flap and everything. So bats don't technically enter hibernation. Like, they enter something that's called torpor. Torpor. That's what it said. I just read it. But yeah, torpor apparently. And torpor is basically where their metabolism just gets really, really slow, and they don't have to eat that much, and they don't have to move that much, and they're basically just like hanging out, not eating. Metabolism, heart rate, everything is slowed way, way, way down. And they really only do this because the bugs leave, and they don't have anything to eat. So they just kind of enter the state where they're just going real slow and then wait for spring. Okay, so this is a super long video already, and I didn't mean for it to go so long. So I'm going to pause it right here, and we will do some more hibernating animals next time. We'll have a part 2, because I don't want to have to overwhelm you guys. This is already 17 minutes. Okay, well, we'll do the rest later, and I will see you guys next time.